Hey yo, welcome to the Otaku Village podcast. It is your boy Schwag. As usual, it is another solo podcast, and I'm doing another tier maker. I have not done a tier maker in a while. That was the My Hero Academia tier maker that I did. Go ahead and check that out. I don't think did I upload the audio for that? I don't know. I can't remember. I did. Maybe. But the best way to find out is to go to the link in my description to the Otaku Village podcast, you know what I'm saying, where it's uploaded on Spotify, iTunes, all the other good stuff. The link will be in the description. I can't remember right now, but the link in the description will probably help me and everybody out. So with that being said, if you were watching the video version, you can obviously see the tier maker has been pulled up. And you're probably looking at it like, hey, what's going on here? What's actively going on here right now? Well, I'll tell you, okay? I have compiled some of the fighting games that I have played in my lifetime. And not just the fighting games, like just the series. Like it's not just like the specific fighting game, it's the series. Like, so it's not Fight Night 4, it's Fight Night, the series. It's not specifically Tekken Tag Tournament, it's like Tekken, the series. So I made a tier maker of a good number of the fighting games that I've played in my lifetime, and I'm gonna tier them up. I'm gonna tier them up, okay? So with that being said, yeah. If you're watching the video version, thank you for watching the video version. YouTube.com/Schwag Gaming and Music. If you just want to listen to the audio version, excuse me, wow, English, please. It'll be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, amongst other things. The link will be in my description. And yeah, if you guys want to check me out live on Twitch, that's also a thing. Twitch.tv/SchwagMusic. If you guys want to check me out on TikTok, Schwag Music on TikTok. I'm not going to shout out any more socials. We're done with that. All right. So with that being said, again, these are some of the fighting games that I have played in my lifetime. Dude, fighting games have been such a thing for me growing up as far as like a fun pastime. I have never really competitively. Did I say that right? No. Competitively. I've never competitively gotten into fighting games except for Tekken 7. Tekken 7 was like the only game that I was like, all right, I want to get good at this game. And I got okay. I'm not nowhere near a lot of, you know what I'm saying, these guys that are out here in these streets. I don't have the time to get good. I'm looking at the list right now and I'm just like, I have never gotten extremely good at any of these games. I was for a moment, I was climbing up the ladder on Fight Night Champions. I was climbing up that ladder for a moment. I swear it was like 2010, 11ish. I was in there for a while. I was up there. And then people got good. And then I wasn't up there anymore. But it is what it is. We're here to do this tier list. Oh my God. And things might change. Things might change as I go along. As I'm looking at the list, I'm just like first glance, I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like none of these decisions are easy for me. All right, so okay, we're gonna go from like start to finish, no particular order. I'm just gonna just from start to finish. I'm just gonna like pull from left to right, boom, bam. Right. So the first game on the list is Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ. I was so excited to get the game. It looked cool. It was 2D fighter. The animation from the Dragon Ball series. I was like, man, this is lit, bruh. I got the game. I played it for the first month, and then I fell off of it. And then all of a sudden, this game wanted to get super popular. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, it's at Evo. Oh, it's like, I'm like, where were y'all at when I was playing the game? Where were y'all? Where were y'all when I was playing this game? Y'all weren't talking about it like I was. Y'all weren't hyping this up like me. And then all of a sudden, I turn around and people are playing. I literally sold the game. I had the physical copy. I sold the game. I sold it to somebody else. And then all of a sudden, this becomes like, oh, this is like one of the top fighting games now, like tournaments. But I'm like, okay, so I could have been got it out the mud. Okay. So with that being said, if I'm gonna put it at S rank for me because I thought the game was great. I loved the game. And then all of a sudden everybody wanted to get involved, but I loved it. And I'm not going back on that. That's S rank for me. Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla. Man, there are people that actually love Brawlhalla. Like, love this game. But I gotta give it a C. I didn't go lower than a C because I'm like, if it's lower than a C, there's no way I'm playing it. But I had to give it a C. I mean, because you like it for what it is, but at the same time, it's like you know what it came from, and man, like it's like if no one ever came out with this game, I wouldn't be upset with it. So it's one of those things. So I gotta give Brawlhalla a C just for that. Jump Force. That's the next one, right? So Jump Force is a pain right now, right? I'm looking at Jump Force and I want to give it a high rank. I really, 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 really do. But what it falls short on for me is you give me a team of 3 of my favorite anime characters, right? You give me a team of 3. But all 3 of them share the same health bar. All of them. Same health bar. And it makes me so mad because it doesn't really give you much reason to switch between characters except like, okay, if you're low on health, you switch to somebody that's got ranged attacks so they don't go in on you as much. But even with, I mean, like, that's still, I mean, if I feel like I'm good at the game, I'm like, yo, I'm heads up. I don't want to use range. I feel like the game would have been so much better if each character had their own health bar and it would give you a reason to swap between characters and all that. And like Dragon Ball Fighters, they all have their own health bars, and I love that game. So that's where that game kind of falls short on me, and I'm gonna give it a B for that reason. It's overall attractive. It's a really good looking game, and the characters have their own moves, and it's, you know, catered to who they are in their respected animes. So I gotta give it a B for that reason, man. I'm sorry. I might change my mind and move it to A. I might. Okay, so the next one is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. Now, for me personally, Ultimate Ninja Storm broke ground for anime video games. For anime, like there were anime video games that came out before Ninja Storm. The Ninja Storm series, there were a bunch of anime video games that came out. And I know y'all looking at my list and are like, there's some games missing, like Budokai, you know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Budokai, Tenkaichi, all that, you know what I'm saying? That's missing from my list. Here's my thing about that, right? I played those games. My brother was the one that introduced me to that series of games, but like I played it, you know, because he brought it home. But like, you know, I didn't play it like that, you know, and I don't remember much of it because I mean, you were talking like 2002, 3, 4, something like that. Like, I don't remember too much from that game. And I mean, like, some of the games are older on the list, but I mean, like, it wasn't. I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, the games were mirroring the Dragon Ball series, and there were so many Dragon Ball games that came out that like literally mirrored the series. Dragon Ball Fighters was just, hey, we are throwing hands. Like, we're not going off no story mode. Like, I mean, they did have a story mode, but the story mode was different. I don't think they ever did anything about it in like the actual series. But like, yeah, the whole clones thing, I thought that was pretty interesting. But Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, the series, I personally believe kind of like really made anime based video games cool. So I'm gonna put it. I know some of y'all are like, don't put it at A. Don't put it at A. Okay, only because of its status in anime video games, I'm gonna give it an S. I'm gonna give it an S for that reason. only because of its status. Okay, so the next game that I have on my list is Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear was out when I was young. I mean, young, dude. Like, I mean, you go to the video game arcades, and it was out. I was young. I was a kid, young, and it was good then. But as far as like now, like as far as like how it's held up, I don't consider that game like. The graphics are amazing. Like, it's amazing. They're amazing. The animation is amazing. But as far as a video game that's like held up over time, for me personally, I don't feel like that game is held up over time. For me, people still love that game, but I'm just like, I'm meh on it. I'm sorry. I'm meh on it. I'm meh. So we're gonna move on because I don't really have much to say about it. I don't. Power Stone. Power Stone was so different at the time. Power Stone was so different at the time. I don't understand like how like you played Power Stone and didn't like it. Dreamcast was way ahead of its time. I say that with my shizest. Power Stone, like the 4-player format, the power-ups, like graphically it was different at the time. It was just one of those games where like if you say it to somebody, they know. They're like, yeah, Power Stone. And this holds a really like sentimental thing to me because I'm like I said, Dreamcast was way ahead of its time. Like, you think about the bangers that have come from Dreamcast, bro. Say thank you. So with that being said, Power Stone gets my A. Oof, I said that out loud. Oh no. All right. Okay, we're gonna move past that. Wu-Tang Shaolin Style. Okay, we're going to Wu-Tang Shaolin Style. Yo, let me tell you about how dope this game was, bro. You had the Wu-Tang fighting game. Bro, the soundtrack, bro, bro, they had the fatality, like, I can't remember what they called them. They didn't call them, like, fatalities or nothing, but they had fatality. Bro, stop playing with me, bro. Bro, that game sentimentally sits with me because, like, bro, it's kung fu, it's rap, it's like the acting in it was like they had cutscenes. Bro, what? Stop! You're a combo, bro. Stop! Intruder alert! Sound the symbol. This be the war, the Shaolin Temple. What are you talking, bro? What are you talking about? Okay, sorry. I had to walk down a moment of memory. You know, I had a memory lane moment. It is what it is. Check me out. Look. Okay. I want to put it in S rank, but the only thing keeping it from the S rank is that, like, it's just nostalgically it sits with me. Nostalgically it sits with me. Would I go back to this game? Probably not. But nostalgically it sits with me. So that's why I gotta put this at where it is right now. All right. So that's the only reason why it's at A, because like nostalgically it sits with me, but like I don't think I'd go back. I don't. So Samurai Showdown. That's the next one that I got on my list. Samurai Showdown, for what it was when I played the game, it was good. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I think you could, like, at that game, like, you could, like, randomly cut off limbs and stuff. But that was pretty cool. Like, I mean, could you? I don't remember. But, like, when I first played the game, like, I mean, I grew up in Japan, so, like, that type of, the game was, I mean, you know, fitted in Japanese culture, so it was just, like, Hattori Hanzo, like, I loved it, man. So I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B because it's not a game I go back to. Nostalgically, it sits right with me. I'm in there for it. So that's where I'm at. Injustice. bro. Look, let's talk about it. I didn't even say anything before I moved it up there. Injustice, bro. The story, both Injustice games, bro. The story, crazy. The storytelling in the game, how they set that story up to where you have to play multiple characters, bruh. The fighting in that game, the abilities that are catered to each bruh. What are we talking about right now, bro? I've never wanted to play most of these characters, but then when you get to do the story mode and you are like forced to play multiple characters, you kind of start to figure out who you really want to play like, and that is crazy. That is nuts. So I get that S. I mean, honestly, the story alone for me gives that S, because I rarely play a story, but when it comes to Injustice 1 and 2, bro, the story, and then on top of that, you had the Mortal Kombat series. Now, the Mortal Kombat series was already lit, but then they added that Injustice style of storytelling. Fatalities, brutalities, random uppercuts. Whoopsie. Like, oh my God. Bro, Mortal Kombat, bro, get over here. Quotables. Freaking Liu Kang sounded like a turkey bicycle kicking people. Johnny K, man, yo, the character, bro. I watched the movies. I'm not proud of it, but I watched them. The second one was way worse than the first. It was. Let's not cap about that. I had the soundtrack. Bro, there was like a animated John that came out back in the day, bro. Oh my God. But the first time I played Mortal Kombat, it was on Game Boy. It was on Game Boy. And that's the first time I ever played Mortal Kombat. And then I think like on a console, it was like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. And like there was so many characters. And then Rain was my guy because you could like roundhouse kick people off the screen. And so all you do is like you roundhouse like from like one side of the screen to another, just bleep, bleep, bleep. Like the game was crazy. And then on that one, you had fatalities, brutalities, animalities, babalities, friendship. Is there any more? I don't know. But like, bro, yes, Mortal Kombat, we up. There are some games in the series that weren't that great. But actually, and you know what's crazy? I compare Mortal Kombat. Nope, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna say it out loud. If y'all want to know, y'all gotta ask me in the comments. Cause I'm not gonna say it here. No, I'm not gonna say it here. Y'all gotta ask me in the comments. Okay, so the next one is Fight Night. Why does the next one have to be Fight Night? Man, dude, Fight Night. Okay, it's a boxing simulator, right? It's a fighting game. They're fighting. They're literally fighting, right? Then when they got to like Fight Night 4 and Fight Night Champion, bro, they like turned up. Right? The story mode, especially. Story mode of Fight Night Champion, oh my God. I'm like, bro, I'm invested. The storytelling in that game was crazy. Like, the fight, I want to make it S tier so bad. I want to make that game S tier so bad. The only thing keeping it from being S tier is that it's a boxing simulator. I might change my mind. But the Flash. Let's talk. The Flash knockouts. If y'all don't know about Flash knockouts, bro, you could be. I think that's what annoyed me about the game. You could be fighting. You'll be hanging in there. You in there. You bop bop bop, and then all of a sudden, mom throw a hook and man, boom, and knock you out. And that's like like I said, it's a simulator. It happens in the real world. You could be hanging in there, and all of a sudden, somebody hits you with a hook, and all of a sudden, you're down. But like, it's like you want it to be a video game. You want it to be realistic. But then when realistic things happen in that video game, you're like, no, you cut that out. So it's like you want it to be a video game, but you also want it to be realistic. And so when that happens, you're just like, what? Especially when you hanging in there. But it works to your advantage. Sometimes like you be losing and all of a sudden, bip, you get that flash knockout, or you make them stumble. You like, oh, we in there. So I'm gonna put it at 8. I might change my mind. Okay, so the next one we got going on, we got Street Fighter. Oh man, Street Fighter. Okay, I just want y'all to know that this list is my list. It is personally my list. Okay, so do not hate me for anything that I do. It is just how I personally feel about these games, okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to drop it right there at B, right? I love Street Fighter Alpha Plus, whatever it was, when it became like 3D. I love that game. That for me was dope. And I think that's what kind of led into the games that it is now, right? But growing up, I didn't really mess with it like that. I really didn't mess with Street Fighter like that. It was one of those games where it was like, okay, it was available, but I played a few times, but I didn't play like that. And then when the Street Fighter Alpha Plus whatever came out, I was like, okay, we in there. And I played it and I loved it. And I sampled it on Otaku God 3, which is coming real soon. Or if I decide to upload this late, it's already out. But anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at on that one, and I hope y'all don't hate me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Okay, so the next game that I got going on is Super Smash Bros. Okay, y'all. Again, this is my list. Y'all can't get mad at me. Y'all thought I was gonna rank this low. Y'all really thought I was gonna rank this low. Y'all really got upset for a second. Some of y'all, probably some of y'all. But I'm gonna rank it at an S, right? Because it is the only one of its kind. It's the only one of its kind. Like, there's no other game like. And then Brawlhalla's on the list. There. And then Nickelodeon All Stars is out there. And then there's about to be like the multiverses. But as far as Super Smash Bros. Wow. Okay. That game. The series is amazing. One of the first of its kind. The first of its kind. Amazing. Like, whoever thought that they would get something like this done, and they've done it effectively, and the mechanics of the game are crazy, so much so that like pro players are pro players. There's a difference between a pro player and a casual. I am a casual, less than a casual, but I love playing the game. It is fun. It is so cool seeing all these characters in one game, even the characters that aren't Nintendo properties dropping in the game. You got Solid Snake, you've got yep, that's how long I played the game. So I mean, even you have non-traditional characters. You have the Wii Fit trainer in the game. Like, what? Like, I remember when they had Mr. Game & Watch. You're like, wow, what? Mr. Game & Watch? They had Bayonetta in the game. Bayonetta broke the game apparently at some point. But like, it's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like how this game has grown. Like I remember when I first got Super Smash Bros. Melee in what was it, like 2002, 3, something like that. It was on the GameCube. The GameCube had just dropped. It was probably one of the most exciting things that had ever happened in my life. And I fell in love with the game, but I never got good. So whatever. It is what it is. I love playing the game. It was nostalgic. And then I'll go into college, play Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Still okay at the game. Didn't get good at it. I will never be a pro level player at that game. Never. So with that being said, I'm putting it at S because it is honestly one of the GOATs of gaming. And speaking of one of the GOATs of gaming, gotta put Tekken up there. Tekken is definitely one of the GOATs of gaming. It is definitely. You cannot sit here and tell me that Tekken is not a GOAT of gaming. Of fighting games. Okay? Especially the juggernaut that it is now. right? Like, it was big then, but dude, like, stop playing with me. Okay? I'm going to say that one more time. Stop playing with me. Okay? That's one of the best fighting games that's ever come out. Tekken? What? Dude, I played Tekken 2. Actually, I played Tekken 2, the demo version, before anything else. I didn't even know about Tekken 1. I knew about Tekken 2 first, but it was a demo version. It was one of those demo discs or whatever. What? Yeah, for all you old folks, y'all know what the demo discs are. So that's how I found out about it, and then went and progressed from there, man. The story was awesome. The story has always been awesome for me in Tekken. It's all over the place, but it's always been awesome. And it still to this day is. Tekken 7 came out like 4 or 5 years ago, and still going strong. So, man, they're like, shit, we don't need another game. We're good. So that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Law is my guy. So if y'all want to test your boy, let me know, because I got the game in the holster, baby. So let's get it. So the next game that we got sitting in the holster right now is Soul Calibur. Now, Soul Calibur was one of the first fighting games that I've ever played in my life. The stories were good. You know, I love when you go through a story mode and they have a story and then they have the ending and all that. I've always loved those type of things because I'm a sucker for a good story or whatever. But Soul Calibur as a fighting game, it was good, but I don't think it was great as a fighting game. I don't think it was great. The character customization was good. When they decided to drop the extra characters, what was it? They had Xbox Yoda. They had PlayStation Vader, and then like GameCube Link. I think that's what it was. But that was pretty cool when they did that. But like outside of what they did, as far as a fighting game series, it's not one that I resonate with extremely. I just know that like it was one of the first that I played, because it wasn't even Soul Calibur at first. It was like Soul Blade, and then it was like Soul Edge, and then it became Soul Calibur. Or was it Soul Edge, then Soul Blade, then doesn't matter. I'm gonna put it at a B, only because like that's just where I feel like it should be. It is what it is. Next one is Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar is interesting to me, right? In that, why did I get so close to the mic? That was weird. It is interesting to me. And that like there were really no other fighting games like it. People absolutely love this game. I liked it when I played it. I liked it. It was a good game, right? So although I don't consider it a C, I also don't consider it an A. I consider it a B because I feel like it was very limited. Not only in its like, I feel like just like there could have been so much more in this game. Dude, you literally transformed into an anthropomorphic person that fights, right? You were like just a regular person, and you could transform into an animal-like humanoid type deal and fight. Like no other games were giving you that. No other fighting games were giving you that. Like that was it right there. And that should have been enough to be GOAT status. But for me, I feel like the game fell flat because there wasn't that much to do. There weren't too many characters. I don't even remember the names of a lot of those characters. Right now, off top, I can't tell you a single name of a character right now. And I feel like that's what it was. Like that game is forgettable until somebody brings it up. So with that being said, I'm gonna put Bloody Roar at the B. I'm gonna put it at B. Killer Instinct is the next game, and I feel like Killer Instinct was dope when they brought it back to us in like, what was it, 2012? I think it was like 2012 they brought it back. 11 or 12. I thought that was the stupidest thing in the world to be like, oh, you get this character upon release, but you gotta buy everybody else. I was like, are y'all kidding me right now? So we cop the game, we get a character or two, but then we gotta buy every other character, and I was livid. I was like, that is just ridiculous. But hey, man, you gotta get your money. I don't know if they like suspended that type of deal or whatever, because I just didn't deal with it. But back in the Dene, man, was it orchid. I don't know, whatever. That was my jam. Glacier. Don't know. He was my jam. The wolf guy. Then you had Yago. I didn't play Is it Jago? Jago? Don't know. Doesn't matter. I had some guys. Skeletor? Don't know. There was also like a Tomahawk guy. Was he named Tomahawk or did he just use Tomahawks? Hey, somebody correct me in the comment section, please. But with that being said, there were some characters I liked. I liked some guys. I liked them. There was the boxing guy. There was the guy that had boxing gloves. He was cool. He wasn't Balrog. Balrog was Street Fighter. Was he Street Fighter? Street Fighter? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Correct me in the comment section. I liked Killer Instinct. I don't remember anything about this game, and I'm like, I like it. I'm gonna put it at B because I can't even remember anything about it. So I'm just gonna put it at B. Now UFC. When UFC first came out, that was the most broken piece of crap I have ever seen. It was fun, but it was broken. To this day, I still don't know whether I like it a lot or not. Okay? I don't know. I will never put it in the same vein of Fight Night. Never. Its versatility is pretty good. It is. I'm not gonna lie. The versatility of the game. I mean, you're literally like, okay, I can stand up with you. I can grapple with you. I can just do all this. I can submit you. I can but like, dog, that game. Oh my god, it was so frustrating at times. So frustrating, and I think it's become extremely frustrating. So I'm gonna give it a C. I like the game. You know, I had some nostalgic moments from when it first came out, especially. But as a series, I just nah. I think for me, I personally feel like it got worse, and that's just it's not fair, but that's just how I feel. Dog, I don't know how many of y'all actually know about this gaming series, Rival Schools, bro. I don't know how many of y'all actually know about it, but Rival Schools was my jam. Rival Schools was so good, bro. You literally played as students at schools, and like y'all came from different schools, and y'all were just fighting each other. There was like, I think there was like a principal or a vice principal that was like a playable character. I don't know, but like, bro, the aerial combos, that's what makes that game for me. The aerial combos is what makes that game, bro. The aerial attack, you could shoot fireball, like, bro, the combos in that game was amazing. The projectiles were amazing. The music was amazing. Oh my god, bro. Especially the combos. I'm sorry. I'm giving this game an A rank based on the combos. S rank, I'm not giving it an S rank only because for a lot of people it is an easily forgettable game. For me, it's not an easily forgettable. I was in Japan when it came out. So this holds dear. But nah, F that. I'm changing my mind. It's an S rank game. I don't care what y'all talking about. This is an S rank game. Y'all need to get Rival Schools. Put some respect on his name. Put some respect on Rival Schools' name, bro. Rival Schools is one of the best fighting games that ever came out. I don't care what y'all talking about. Hate me in the comment section. I don't care. Hate me. Hate me! All right. So the next game is Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 1, okay. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, amazing. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, mid. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 single-handedly saves this series. Single-handedly. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 single-handedly saves the series. You got to play as your favorite Marvel folk. You got to play as your favorite Capcom folk. Did I say Capcom? Yeah, because they're all Capcom. I'm sorry. There was also like a Marvel SNK or a Capcom SNK, and there was also a Marvel vs. Street Fighter. So that's why I confused myself. But Marvel, like, dude, I was like, bro, Spider-Man Wolverine. And who was my Capcom character? Actually, I don't think I had a Capcom character. I was Spider-Man, I was Wolverine, I was Cable. I didn't have a Capcom character. I didn't find them necessary at all. I was like, oh, Marvel watching everybody. Marvel game, what's happening? So, on God, because the first one and the third one were so trash, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna rewind. Number 1 was okay. Number 3 was mid. But number 2 single-handedly saves them all. So I'm gonna give it an A, not an S, only because the second one has to carry the weight of the first two, or the first one and the third one. That's it. That's it. King of Fighters. King of Fighters is a great series, right? 2D fighter. The animation was good. The only problem with King of Fighters for me is although the characters were really good, the fighting was really good, the individualism of the characters and their specific moves was really good. Personally, it's forgettable. Personally, King of Fighters is forgettable. So, with that being said, I only remember like one character's name on that game. And I'm giving it a C because I feel like it could have done more to push itself to the forefront of fighting games, and it didn't. It really didn't. All these games came up and just like washed it away. Dead or Alive. I have a weird relationship with this game where it's like I want to like it, but I feel like it could have done a lot more. Dead or Alive, the mechanics are really good. The characters are really good. Man, my boy Hayabusa, boy, Ninja Gaiden. Other than that, man, the ring outs were hilarious. You knock people off the stage. You know, I'm gonna give it a B because like the knocking people off the stage and like the combos and all that, like, yeah. And then they had the Death or Alive. They had a Dead or Alive volleyball game, which I think I've only played once, and I was just like, all right, I'm off this. If y'all, I mean, y'all can look up the Dead or Alive volleyball game. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. The next game on the list is Virtua Fighter. I kind of put it in the same category as Dead or Alive. It's like kind of forgettable, man. But I mean, the combos were good, the fighting. But I mean, it's been around for so long, and people still love this game, and I feel like the only thing it's got is nostalgia. I have to put it as a C rank, or yeah, cause I really don't care for it, man. I don't care for it at all. Like if that game never existed, I wouldn't care. Put it like that. I just wouldn't care. So we got Ready to Rumble Boxing, bro. Ready to Rumble. Afro Thunder, Jerry Curl Thunder. They had Michael Jackson in the game. They had Michael Jackson in the game, cuz the only reason why I'm giving this a B rank was because like it was so goofy, bro. Like it was goofy, frustrating. Some of the mechanics were terrible. But, like, I'm not giving it a C. They have Michael Jackson in the game. I don't care. They should get an A for that, but nah. They have Michael Jackson in the game, dog. They have Michael Jackson in the game. I think they had Hillary Clinton in it, too. Oh, my God. The game was a mess. If y'all want to see some weird, funny stuff, go and look up Ready to Rumble Boxing. Bro. Afro Thunder, Jerry Curl Thunder. Like, come on, dog. Stop playing. Stop playing right now. The game is good. I'm not gonna give it anything higher than a B because it was good for what it was. That's about it. So the last game I got on the list right now is Def Jam. The Def Jam series. I'm talking Vendetta, Fight for New York, Icon. This is tough. It shouldn't be that tough. Because I'm hovering between this and that. Oh, man. I'm hovering. It's so tough. Golly. I don't know. I'm going to leave it right here for a second. I'm going to try to talk myself into an S. Okay. So the game was good. The story was good. The voice, man, what? You put a bunch of rappers in the room and their voice acting was yo, bro, if y'all want to see if y'all want to see how much voice acting makes a difference, NBA 2K14. NBA 2K14, go and see some of the voice acting for that game. Oh my effing goodness. It is terrible to replay. Oof, done. So with that being said, the voice acting for the games, amazing. The music, amazing. The fighting, great. Dude, you could push people into stuff. You could change the momentum by playing your song. You could, oh my god. There was it was like, you know how like the NBA what was it, Street had like the game breakers or whatever, like they had something similar to that in those games or whatever, where it was like you went crazy. You're like, you did your finisher. Oh my god. That's an S rank game. That's an S rank game for me. That's an S rank game. Sorry. Okay, so this list is weird, man. Okay, so check me out. I have Dragon Ball FighterZ, Ultimate Ninja Storm, Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Smash Brothers, Tekken, Rival Schools, and Def Jam Fight for New Year, or not just Fight for New Year, just Def Jam in general as my top on that list. And I'm trying to figure out if any of them need to go lower. I'm looking at the list and I'm like, do any of these games need to go lower on the list? And yeah, one of them has to go lower. Just one. Oh man, just one. I'm gonna let y'all guess real quick. I'm gonna let y'all guess which one is. So right now I have Dragon Ball FighterZ, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Super Smash Bros. Why did I say it like that? Super Smash Bros. Tekken, Rival Schools, and Def Jam. The fight for whatever is all those. One of those games is going to A from S. And I want y'all to guess which one it is. I'm going to give y'all 5 seconds. No, 10 seconds. I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds. I probably won't give y'all 10 seconds. I just want y'all to figure out which one's going lower. So I figured it out. Oh, man. I hate it. Okay. Oh, man. I can't believe I'm doing this, but Smash Brothers got... I did it. It hurt. But Smash Bros... okay, so check this out. This is my reasoning. I moved it lower on the list because I felt as though that... although a great game, although one of the first of its kind, I feel like you really have to be into Nintendo to F with this game. Cause I mean, yeah, they have like character reveals and like they put Sora in the game, blah, blah, blah. They put Solid Snake in the game, blah, blah, blah. They put Minecraft Steve in there, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever, right? They did that. I don't resonate with that game as much as I used to. It's just not one. They're not that guy for me. Sorry. Now, are there any games that could move up, like from any position and move up? Oh man, looking at this list, I'm trying to figure out what can move up. Oh man, none of these games can really move up. Okay. I got one game that can move up. And it's one of the C ranked games. So my C ranked games are Brawlhalla, UFC, King of Fighters, Virtual Fighter, and Guilty Gear. I was silent because I let y'all try to figure out which one. But if I'm gonna choose, I'm I'm going to choose UFC to go to B. I'm going to choose UFC. The only reason why UFC is at a B is because it's a simulated fighting game, and I feel like they did a good job simulating. That's it. After all of that, that's not a game that I would continuously go back to. I got the game, and I thought about playing it, and that's the thing. I just thought about playing it. That's it. So don't hate me. Don't hate me. But that's my tier list. That is my tier list. If you're just listening to the audio version, go to the YouTube version and see my full tier list. See how everything's stacked up against each other. I'm okay. I'm looking at it. I'm okay with it. I'm not okay. So maybe I'll do a bracket fight for these games. Let them automatically, randomly come up with a bracket for me, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, I think that's it. I think that's good. So if you're listening to the audio version, check out the video version and see where every game stacked up. If you're listening, if you're watching the video game, I'm going to get right one of these days. If you're watching the video version of this, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video, share it with other people, and see what, opinions that you get from them. Thank you so much for pulling up. I'm going to reflect on my tier list after I'm done with this and see if I messed up. But I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Thank you so much. This is the Otaku Village podcast. It is your boy, Big Schwag, and we out.